Desk with Joe. We are here for show 112 at the Spencer Studios and our patch offices. And with me, as always, Joe.
Morning, Dave.
Good morning. Justin will be in here shortly. Excuse me.
Until then, it's going to be nothing but utter chaos.
Yeah, I know. Without our chaperone, what are we going to do, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, we got a busy day here at the patch offices, and Justin taking care of some other stuff. But he'll join us here shortly as soon as he finishes up. And but for today, just like the old days before pre-Justin.
Yeah.
Justin's, I think he's been here for all 112 shows, right?
No, he can.
No, that's right, because we had Kale.
Yeah.
And then Emerson a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay. So, yeah. Anyway. Still going to be a great show today. You got a lot of good stuff going on. And then, as always, one of my favorites, a tip of the week. So, we got 3 good news stories, Joe, where you help out the average person or consumer with their technology news and updates, things that they should be aware of, and going on in the technology world, and helping them stay safe, save money, and enjoy their technology better, maybe?
Yes.
We shall see. We shall see, Joe.
Hopefully.
So, hopefully, yeah. All right. Well, for today, you're going to start it off with Amazon.
Yeah, so Amazon Drive is shutting down at the end of 2023. So
hold on, wait a minute. What? Amazon? What is Amazon Drive? I've never even heard of that.
Okay, well, that's why I think that's why they're shutting down. So Amazon Drive was their version of Google Drive, where you could upload your documents and information and stuff like that, which is different than their Amazon Photos storage feature.
They have Amazon photo storage?
Yes.
Okay. Did not know that one either. That shows you where I am technology, Joe. Technology-wise, I guess. Yeah. I'm a big fan of Amazon because they delivered all our school sites. I just ordered and bam, they drop it right in. And so I use it a lot. Now, I'm not a big fan of all their policies and so forth.
Right.
Nor the race to space deal with Jeff Bezos.
Yeah, they could use
I am a fan of his wife, though. She took, or his ex-wife, she donated a lot of money to charity after their divorce.
Nice.
Yep. And hint, hint, Jeff Bezos, you have not.
Yeah.
But anyway, I do like their delivery service and products.
Yeah, it's crazy how their setup works.
Oh, it's an amazing idea, and it really makes our after-school programs, because we had, 18 sites at one point, and it was so nice just to order supplies. They deliver for you, go straight to the school site. It's wonderful.
And done.
Yep. So anyway, all right, sorry about that. Amazon, so they got storage and photo storage that I didn't know about, but they have it, or had it.
Yes. So the Amazon Drive, so bad news for presumably the few that actually use it, excluding myself and Dave. Amazon is going to be shutting down the service. On the plus side, you'll get over a year to figure out an alternative and get everything moved over. The company says Amazon Drive will no longer be supported as of December 31st, 2023. That's when access will be completely cut off. Uploads are going away earlier and won't be accepted after January 31st of next year. Amazon Drive apps for Android and iOS will be taken down on October 31st of this year. So you have a little over 2 months to use up the Amazon Drive apps on your mobile devices before those are taken away. They said, quote, "We will continue to provide customers the ability to safely back up, share, and organize photos and videos with Amazon Photos," end quote, says Amazon in an email to customers. But for all files that aren't images or videos, you'll have to download them. On its FAQ page, Amazon recommends using the Amazon Photos desktop app for Windows and Mac OS if you're trying to retrieve larger files. You can also go to the Amazon website and cancel your Drive subscription now if you choose to do so.
Any idea how much it was? Was it like expensive or not expensive? Was it one of the main? I guess it's not one of the main ones.
Yeah, I'm going to assume it's probably competitive pricing with Google Drive.
Yeah. So is there so much competition that it's watered down, or is it just the main players do a good job and have the biggest piece of the pie?
I think everybody else does such a great job. You have OneDrive and Google Drive and
the box one?
Dropbox.
Yeah,
those are your 3 big ones. That Amazon kind of said, "Hey, well, we'll do that too," and everyone went, "No, we're good."
Gotcha. Well, yeah. Let me know when you're ready for my news of the day.
Okay, well.
But you can go ahead and finish this one.
Well,
that's it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, here's my news of the day. I was listening to NPR on the way to work today. You want to guess on how much the big oil and gas companies made this quarter?
I probably don't want to know.
You probably don't. It'll make you sad. A little over $60 billion this quarter.
This quarter.
Yeah, because,
And for anybody out there that doesn't know how long a quarter is 3 months.
3 months. These first 3 months of the year, the big oil and gas companies that were claiming, whoa me, we got to raise gas prices to the highest recorded gas prices ever in America, only made a little over 60 billion with a B.
Yeah.
Billion. And, yeah, you know what they did with all their profits? Or some of their profits? They brought back all their shares.
Oh, well, that's awful nice.
Which returns more profit and money into their pockets for the shareholders. So, yeah, it's a windfall quarter for the oil and gas company. So when you go to the gas pump and, you're thinking that whoever's to blame or whatever's to blame or the good old inflation excuse, just remember they made $60 billion in one quarter.
Yeah, and that's one thing that drives me nuts. One of the many things is gas prices go up and then the oil companies are reporting record profits. Well, duh.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not an economist and I'm, far from being the smartest guy in the room, but it's like, well, what did you think was going to happen?
Oh, yeah. Well, I had a conversation with one of our soccer dads, and he's a finance guy, and he's like, it's supply and demand. And I was like, man, I can go to any gas station within 5 miles of here and get as much gas as I want.
As much as you can afford.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, as much as I can afford, which is only like $10. But
yeah.
But I was like, there's no shortage. It's not like the '80s when there was an actual gas shortage.
Yes.
There's gas everywhere.
Yeah.
It's just they're running up the prices and they're gouging the American citizen, and it's craziness.
Yeah. Why? Because they can.
Because they can. And it's crazy. We were talking this morning in the office that somebody went and got gas for $3.99 a gallon. They're just thrilled, and I was like, "Daggone, time out."
We had this discussion.
Yeah, we did. We talked about it a couple months ago.
Yeah.
That now everybody is so beat up by $5 a gallon that anything under that is wonderful.
Yeah.
And so the gas companies can just slowly ease it down. It's going to be higher than it used to be.
Yeah.
And everybody's going to be thrilled with it.
Yeah, we're dancing in the streets.
Yeah, they're going to be thrilled with $2.50 or $2.75 or $3 a gallon. So, good old psychological technique there of beat you up, and then you're happy that it's not as bad as it was.
Yeah, we're happy the beatings are over with.
Yeah,
so
makes me sick.
We went to the Amish country last weekend, and I saw it as low as $3.69.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And again, like you said, was excited.
Oh yeah, pull in and fill up on that because I don't know, man. 60 billion people with a B. So here's the moral of my story. Email your senators and your delegates. We got all these wonderful delegates that promise to do great things. Email them and tell them to get the gas prices back under control.
Yeah.
Put political pressure on. Because that's their job. Take care of Roane County citizens or West Virginians. And my gosh, we got to drive a long ways in West Virginia for our jobs and our families. And
to get anywhere.
Else. Yeah, so it's important. All right, anyway, my soapbox for the day, Joe. Okay, story number 2, you got a TikTok story.
Yes, so TikTok has quietly added a little over half a dozen mini games into its app.
I think you talked about this before, right?
No, this is new.
Somebody else was adding games.
Netflix was a while back, and there was somebody else. I don't remember right off.
I remember we were talking about. We're like, who goes to those things to play games?
Yeah.
But now TikTok is adding games.
Yes.
Like their own games, or just the ability to play games through TikTok?
Yeah, like their own games.
Really?
Yes, so in recent weeks, TikTok has started offering a small collection of mini games within its app, according to TechCrunch. There are 9 games available as part of its initiative, which can be added to a video before it's uploaded by using the Add Link option and selecting Minigame. Viewers can play a linked game by tapping the link that appears underneath the account's username while the video is playing.
What? Hold on, time out.
Okay.
You have to play a game while you're watching a video.
You don't have to. But
I just mean, that's the synopsis here?
Yeah. Like you can, I guess, like if I upload a video of me playing that game, you can duet me, and you can duet my video and click that link, and then you can play the same game, basically be side by side, and then compare scores
Oh, wow.
with your upload.
Okay.
I know it sounds dumb, Dave, but this is the same company that got famous for people lip syncing. And I did see a meme.
Very true.
And I-
That's probably the best point I've heard anybody make for a couple of weeks now.
I seen a meme the other day. He goes, the look of Milli Vanilli when they see everybody else making money lip syncing, and they're just kind of standing there with just stone face.
Good old Milli Vanilli. And if
Yeah.
you're not aware of the scandal there, they lip synced a concert. And I guess they lied about it, maybe?
Well,
I don't know what happened
They lip
exactly.
synced everything because the actual singers, the record industry decided they weren't good looking enough.
Mm-hmm.
And so they put these two guys out there. They would lip synced everything. And then
Wow.
they had one of the concerts, the soundtrack started skipping and looping.
Yeah.
Right in the middle of one of the songs.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
Yeah, that's what got them busted.
Okay, I remember something happened and they were just mad about them lip syncing, and I thought it was just because they just lip synced a concert, but
No,
they didn't even sing the songs.
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
my gosh.
Yeah.
Bad news. Bad news. Well, anyway, you're right. Now people are,
Getting famous doing it.
and now they can play games while they
Yeah.
attempt to watch videos.
Yeah.
Interesting. I don't know, this world we live in. They put out a new study now. It's not the new, but did we talk about the hearing loss and the vision issues with youth?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, it's scary stuff.
Yes.
Anyway, people, that's right. It's part of your tip of the week here a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Internet safety.
Yeah.
All right. You're on it, Joe. You're ahead of the game. I like it. Okay. So TikTok, playing games.
Yeah. They're adding games feature to their videos, so
You're back on TikTok, right?
yeah. But
So-
I have learned to control myself.
Right. Is this we're talking about TikTok as if it's an addiction, like you talk about anything else.
Well, yeah, it can be.
I know.
Yeah.
It's just amazing to me that we're at this point.
Yes.
But I'm monitoring it. I got it under control. Don't worry.
Well, like I said, I'm starting to be. The only reason I started.
I'm
TikTok-
limiting myself to 2 cups a day.
Yeah.
2 cups of coffee a day. That's what it remind me of. People come to work and like, listen, I'm only having 2 cups a day.
Yeah.
I got to cut back. Zach used to come in and he'd have his thermos. I was like, daggone, that's a lot of coffee for a 90-degree day. He's like, I'm only drinking a couple cups. Which, sidebar, I never understood. And I know people do it. But on a hot day, like today, tomorrow it's going to be 90s, whatever.
Yeah.
People can drink like a hot drink, like coffee.
No,
And I'm
thank
just
you.
like,
Yeah.
I don't want more heat. I want,
No.
give me ice, something.
Yeah.
I don't care, ice water, iced tea, something with ice in it.
Yeah.
And but yeah, Zach was one of those people. He could drink hot coffee on a hot day, and he liked it. I was just like, oh my, I'm sweating just watching you.
Yes.
Anyway,
Well, I'm not a coffee drinker anyway, so that just
Yeah, I'm not
that,
either,
That just sounds even worse.
I do like hot tea, but not on a hot day.
Right.
But anyway, all right. I don't even know, where's Justin. This is an issue. Anyway,
This is what happens when the inmates
TikTok,
run the asylum.
playing. Yeah, have you played a game yet?
No, I haven't.
Do you plan on it? You gonna try it out just for?
Yeah, I may look at into it and
alright,
see,
yeah.
just see what's going on there.
Okay.
But mostly I use
See what's going on.
I have an account for the radio show my buddy Mike and we do.
Yeah.
And I just upload clips from it, and that's basically what I use it for. Is just
Gotcha.
to upload our content to help promote our radio show. But other than that,
Do you
I've-
call it Outlaw Hour?
huh?
Outlaw Hour?
No.
No? Bring
no,
back the old Outlaw Hour?
No, but well, I won't.
Self promote?
Well, no.
Oh.
I won't give away any trade secrets.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, there you TikTok, the long way around.
Yeah.
Now has games that you can play
Then you.
in sync with videos.
Yeah.
Interesting. How long are the videos?
Up to 3 minutes.
So the game, does that mean the game only lasts 3 minutes?
Have to. I mean, it have to be something.
Similar?
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. All right. On to the next. I can't remember what the next story is.
Twitter.
Twitter.
Yes.
Good old Twitter. Who owns Twitter now? that
Well,
right?
I seen a lawsuit last night where they're trying to basically strong arm Elon Musk into buying Twitter.
So how does that work?
I don't
First they were
know.
like, we don't want you to buy it,
Yeah,
and then he insists he's going to buy it,
and then
and
he backs out.
then he backs out. And now they said, well, now you have to buy it.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not sure how that works.
What do we got going on in this world, Joe?
Yeah, because I was always with the understanding is like if you don't like it, you can just walk away from it.
Yeah,
But
I mean-
apparently, when you have that much money, you can't. I don't.
Yeah, how do you force somebody to buy something?
Yeah, and not without getting us thrown off. Use illegal measures. I'll put it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, hold somebody up. I'll put it that way.
It just seems crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not a lawyer though.
Well, and I didn't win the lottery last weekend, so I'll never know.
I know somebody won it, right?
Yeah.
One person.
Yeah, won the jackpot. Well, and then there was like several won like
Parts of it.
parts of it.
Wonder how much they'll get. How much was it? Like $1 billion.
It
right?
was like 1.2 billion, and I think I heard Cena say like the actual payout would have been like 700 some million.
Jeez Louise. Can you imagine?
I'd like to. Yeah, because as we was driving down the road going to the Amish country, I was like, yeah, we'll buy that house, we'll buy that house.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
told her, I said, if we hit it tonight, I said, you're going, because we were staying at Airbnb, I said, you need to contact the host and say we're staying for at least another week, and I don't care if there's somebody else coming.
Yeah.
We've got the money to double down.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
no, you're not listening. We are staying a week.
Yeah.
Name your price.
I'll tell you how bad I am with the lottery. Somebody gave us lottery tickets for Christmas,
Mm-hmm.
and I just cashed them a couple weeks ago. One of them was a $10 winner.
Oh, there you go.
That was the only one though. But they were in my car door for
Forever.
7 months now, 8 months now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I didn't have much of a chance of winning this lottery.
Winning
billion,
the big one.
especially since I didn't play.
True.
So my chances are pretty much nil. Anyway, well, shoot, Joe. I'm sorry you didn't win, buddy. I was voting for you.
Well, I appreciate it. Yeah, because we would have done things.
Yeah, oh yeah,
Because we've had long discussions on what we would do
yeah,
if I won the lottery.
Yep.
And I'm not a avid player. I'll play it once in a while when it gets really big.
Yeah, you split. There's more odds of splitting money with people with the bigger ones, but I still, if it was like if I just won $1,000, I'd be thrilled to death.
Oh yeah.
500. If I won $100, I'd be like, sweet gas money.
Yes. Watch me burn this.
That'll buy me 10 whole gallons.
Yeah.
Woo-wee. Now I can go to Walmart and back.
Yeah. Can't buy anything while you're there, but you can at least
Yeah,
drive
I
there
can
and
drive
back.
there and back, hang out in the parking lot a little bit, pretend like I'm shopping.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Now I forgot where Twitter. Daggone circle. Where's Justin? This is craziness. we don't have our monitor. Our adult chaperone is not here.
Exactly.
All right. Anyway, so Twitter. Tell me what's new with Twitter.
So Twitter is increasing the price of their Twitter Blue setup from $2.99 to $4.99 per month.
What is this?
So Twitter,
I thought Twitter was free.
Well, it is, but to get certain bells and whistles, certain features, you have to pay for the subscription service, which is the most idiotic thing I've ever heard of.
What could you possibly get that you have to pay for?
Well, that's what I've wondered. And literally the only thing I've seen that would be any benefit to me
Yeah.
is one of the features is an undo send. So like if you send a tweet out and you want to delete it,
Yeah.
like if I send something and I didn't like the way it was worded,
Right.
well, it's out there forever. I had to pay to get it deleted.
Ooh.
Forget that.
Huh. So if you have this subscription, you can do that.
Yeah.
Wonder how many people are like, yeah, I have an occasion to say stupid stuff, so I'm gonna pay for that.
Probably the same people that's paying it.
Yeah. That's what I mean. I'd be in that category if I had Twitter.
Yeah.
I'd be like, yeah, I'm not the brightest in the world, so I need some insurance.
Yeah.
Which is essentially what that is. That's insurance.
Yeah.
In case you have one of those days where you're just mad at the world and you just gotta want to say the inappropriate thing.
Yeah, you just need to vent and
Give everybody the old whatever.
yeah.
Whoops. Let me take that back. I'm sorry. Did I tweet that out loud?
Yeah.
Have you had that? Do you do Twitter?
Yeah, I get on it and I look around, but
Do you post anything?
from time to time,
What kind of posts do you do?
just the same nonsense you see me post on Facebook. Now, I will admit,
Holy cow, Joe. That's a lot of nonsense. No, I'm
yeah.
joking.
I will admit,
Do you use it as a platform or business? Like personal platform, or is it business?
Business.
Okay.
Now, for personal, I will post the last couple weeks. I've actually been on it more the last 2 weekends than I've had in ages.
Really? How come?
You remember the show Live PD back right before the pandemic?
Did they have they had 5 different cities and they followed them around?
Yeah, live.
Yeah. One of my buddies watched that. Told me about it. And we watched it at a hotel lobby. I was like, "What?" My mind was blown. I was like, "What is going on here?"
Yeah.
Because I noticed they were in one city at one point, and then they switched over to another city, and they're personally following these deals, and I was like, "This is craziness. This is like the show Cops, but on steroids."
Yes. Well, cancel culture came after it during the pandemic. Long story. Well, so A&E just dropped it like a bad habit.
Mm-hmm.
So Reels picked it back up and just started Saturday before last started broadcasting the show again for the first time, called On Patrol Live, and it's Friday and Saturday nights, and I go on there while I'm watching the show and watching people post and comment, and it is hilarious what people are saying on there. So I just go on there for entertainment. It's kind of an add-on bonus for the show. I can sit there and read what everybody's saying online about the show live.
Yeah.
And it's just more entertainment for me than anything.
Gotcha. Well, I mean, it seemed like my buddy really liked it.
Yeah.
And it seemed exciting and lots of action.
And one of the things that gets me is, they advertise, okay, we're going to be in these cities Friday and Saturday night. We're going live in these cities. If I'm going to do something dumb or illegal, I probably wouldn't do it during those hours, because there's probably a good chance that my mug's going to end up on national TV and people's going to make fun of me for a week.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it's just that's just dumb. I mean, how dumb do you have to be to go, hey, I got an idea. I'm going to go perform the illegal act during these hours that I know that could be broadcasting on national TV.
I'm impressed that you have that forethought. Listen, I'm in this city. I'm probably going to do something bad. They're doing TV shows. We're out. I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm just out because it's probably going to be me.
Yeah. And what's crazy is live, when they're live, there's actual, they'll go to one city and they're in a live police chase. It's that's crazy. And what I find interesting is law enforcement gets a bad rap. Yeah. Well, shows like this put a spotlight on, here's what the nonsense these people have to go through every day.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's craziness. That's, I grew up with a couple of people that are in law enforcement, and people give them a hard time, stop. I don't want to hear it because, especially here in Roane County. Yeah. Rural West Virginia, rural anywhere. When you have to go up a hollow here and you don't have cell service or radio service and you have to deliver a warrant and you don't know what you're walking into.
And there's only one way in and one way out.
Yeah. I'm like, that's a dangerous deal. And you got people that have families and kids of their own, and that's their job, though. They have to go, deliver that warrant or check on a domestic abuse situation or whatever the case is. Right. You do that day in and day out. Right. And it's not like, we haven't had issues here. Right. Specifically here at home, right, with people going crazy and shooting people and stuff. And, that's a tough job. Yeah. And and people are like, oh, they're a jerk or whatever. I'm like, go do their job for a day. Yeah. Then come back and see how their mood's going to be. Yeah. They're risking their personal life and their family.
Because you won't.
Yeah, well, I just mean, if you're going to badmouth them, if you're going to badmouth them, sign up. Yeah. There's openings, I'm sure.
Exactly.
And it's such a hard job.
Yes.
So, yeah, I have a very low tolerance for people speaking ill of our law enforcement officers, just because, especially around here. And I'm sure it's the same in urban areas where you have to go into places you just don't want to go into. But, around here, it really scares me because of the lack of communication.
Yeah. Well, and
it's just rough.
They give law enforcement a bad name, but if it's just like any line of work. Mm-hmm. There are good people in that line of work, and there are bad people in that line of work. That does not mean that whole line of work, unless your activity is illegal. Right.
Yeah, and that's usually what I see. People are like, well, so-and-so pulled me over and gave me, I was like, well, you're speeding, or you're doing whatever. So, they just don't pull you over willy-nilly. Yeah, just because they have more important stuff to do, usually.
Now, you may have a bad one that will, but that's on that person, not the whole job description.
Boy, soapbox number 2 for me, Joe.
Yeah, we're doing good.
Anyway, all right. I don't even remember what we were talking about.
Twitter upping their rates on their Twitter Blue
that's right.
feature. So starting in October, existing subscribers will have to pay more. New subscribers are currently, if you sign it up for it today, you will be locked into that new rate. And Twitter has raised the price across the board across other countries, Australia, Canada, New Zealand. They're going to be raising their rates as well. So subscribers will get features like undo send that'll give you the ability to fix a tweet in a certain time window, customize icons and navigation bar, and the ability to change your profile picture to an NFT, ad-free articles within a Twitter Blue publisher network, and access to top articles shared by your network. I've yet to see anything that...
Do I need to buy an NFT now so that I can upgrade my Twitter?
Apparently.
I suppose I should probably get Twitter first.
Yeah.
I might have one. I think I do have one, but I can't. I've never used it. Never check it. I don't even know what the icon looks like anymore.
It's still the blue bird.
Oh, yeah, okay. Anyway. Joe, I'm not very technologically savvy.
Well, I just don't understand why, one, Twitter would be doing this. I mean, one, offering this service, two, people actually paying for it. That's just dumb.
Well, I mean, you probably get people to pay for it, and they're like, hey, why not? We'll tag it on there, and, you can pay if you want to.
Why don't we start a monthly subscription service, Dave, where people just send us money every month just because?
Just because?
And that's the thing. People say, well, people wouldn't pay that. No, if you advertise it right and they're up front, I'm saying, okay, so here's our pitch.
Hold on. Let me change cameras.
Okay.
I see you looking. It's not that camera.
Yeah,
but
okay.
Okay, now look at it.
Okay, so for $3 a month, that $3 will go to Dave, myself, and Justin.
Okay.
And what will you get out of that? Absolutely nothing. And you're thinking, hey, that's not a good deal, but hey, at least we're honest.
This is true. You know exactly up front what you're paying for.
Yeah.
I like this sales pitch.
Yeah.
I bet Corey Clarkson would go in at least 1 month.
There you go.
He'd be like, you know what, guys, I'm in. I didn't want anything anyway, so I might as well just pay for it.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Yeah.
Just for laughs. Corey would probably do that.
Yeah, for just $3 a month, you can
He'd be
support
like, you guys think nobody's going to subscribe? Here you go.
Yeah, I'll prove you wrong. Bloody brilliant.
Bloody brilliant. Corey's like, it's right, guys. I'm in on this.
Yeah.
I might be the only one, but I'm in.
Yeah.
For 1 month only.
Well, he'll be our exclusive subscriber.
Well, then Jane would smack him in the back of the head and be like, what are you doing?
They need the money.
No. He'd be like, it's just for fun.
Yeah.
I don't care. Now Corey's in trouble and he didn't even do anything. He doesn't even know about this.
Yeah. Surprise.
Surprise. All right, well, tell me about your tip of the week after these people get paying for nothing on Twitter.
So the tip of the week is, and this is one thing that I hadn't given much consideration to until I read an article last night.
Yeah.
Texting 911.
What? You can do that?
Yeah.
Huh.
So here's the situation.
Okay. I mean, that kind of makes sense, but
yeah, it's one thing I never had given much thought of.
yeah, because it's always call 911.
Right.
Huh.
Let's say you're in an emergency situation and you're unable to call. Well, you can try texting instead. So if you are somewhere in a situation where you can't call, you can try texting 911, and the FCC has encouraged 911 centers to begin accepting text messages, but it's literally a county-by-county basis as to if these counties accept 911 text messages or not.
Huh. What? I wonder why they wouldn't.
Maybe
capability?
Maybe a budget thing.
Yeah.
Couldn't afford it, like an equipment upgrade or something.
Gotcha. Interesting.
So, the FCC actually has an Excel spreadsheet on their website that has broken down literally by state and county on which counties offer this service. I believe, I know Roane County's not on this list, but I believe they may actually offer it. Because I heard on the scanner one night.
Try texting and see what happens.
Well, I'll tell you what happened. I heard somebody on the scanner one night at the 911 center say that somebody had texted them an address too, and they sent law enforcement up there.
Huh.
Yeah.
You could text them now. Just testing out this 911, yo.
Well, let me see your phone.
Yeah, I know. Where's Justin when you need him?
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to volunteer Justin's phone.
It's always scary. I've called 911 a couple of times. Usually, like, last couple have been accidents on the road, you know. I'm like,
Yeah.
hey, and I always feel guilty.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, what if someone else is called? And I'm like, well,
Right. Tying up an extra line.
yeah, there's a wreck, so I really feel like I should call.
Yeah.
Because, and the last one was like on the interstate. Like I couldn't stop because it was in traffic, but,
Yeah.
you could tell like it was just happened. So
Yeah.
I called 911, like, hey, not an emergency for me necessarily, but there is an accident, blah, blah, blah. But,
Yeah. The last time I had to call them, it's been 10 or more years ago.
oh, wow.
Yeah, there was a guy.
You need to lead a more interesting life, Joe.
I know. Well, there was a guy he was having a seizure right here by the ball field.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, right on 119. And there was just people driving by.
Yeah.
And so I pulled over, and it was 90-degree day, and I was like, man,
gosh.
this isn't good. And I called 911, and luckily, just so happened, the ambulance just happened to be driving by at that time.
Yeah.
And seen me there and seen that guy standing there, and they pulled up, and it was a friend of mine. She said, okay, tell 911 and she gave me her ID number and tell them that I'm on scene. I said, okay. I said, well, hold on. I said, so-and-so's there on scene. I said, thank you.
Yeah. yeah. That's crazy.
That's just, you just kind of panic and...
I'll tell you, funny story. Yeah. I called on a drunk driver. At least I thought it was a drunk driver. So I was following somebody to work one morning, and it was weird. They were weaving all over the place.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, they got to be drunk. They're either drunk or they're sick. Something's going on. So I
Yeah.
called 911. I was like, hey, not an emergency again, but this driver's erratic. And they're like, can you see their license plate? And I was like, yeah. So I let them the number, and they're like, oh yeah, okay. I'm like, excuse me? And they're like, oh yeah, okay, we know who it is. I was like, okay then. Should I just go about my business? And she's like, oh yeah, just go on to work. I was like, okie dokie. So apparently this person had been called in before or had previous whatever.
Yeah.
They were not surprised. And I was like, okay.
They're a
then.
frequent flyer.
Yeah. Anyway.
So, if you can, wanting to know if you can text 911, yes. The short answer is yes. The FCC has encouraged 911 centers to accept wireless text messages. However, the decision is up to the individual centers if they have opted in or not, which is nice.
Yeah, that's a great feature. I never thought about it because it's always just been call 911.
Right.
But, being able to text is awesome, especially if you're in a situation where you want to be a little discreet about calling.
Yeah.
Because I know I've seen places, I don't know, not places, but seen situations like where domestic abuse or something,
Yeah.
and,
Yeah, that's
they'll
the first.
pretend like they're calling for a pizza or whatever.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
now
that's-
you can just discreetly text.
Yeah, that's kind of the first thing I thought of was a
or
domestic situation.
some sort of robbery, whatever.
Right.
But yeah, that's great. Great feature, yeah.
And one other thing.
Man, I can't believe I didn't think of that before.
Yeah.
Huh.
And one other thing that I'd heard about, but I didn't know if there was any truth to it or not.
Yeah.
Can you call 911 without service? And this is one thing I'd always heard of that you could, but I
think you can because I've been out of service before and my phone says emergency calls only.
Yes, so here's what happens. So according to the FCC, if you do not have a contract with a service provider or your wireless device by law can still call 911, which I knew that because I know a lot of people keep their old cell phones in their glove boxes just for emergency purposes.
Well, let me ask you, how do you get service if you don't have service?
Here's how. However, it's important to know that in the event you get disconnected, you call the dispatch center back again as they will not have access to your phone number. In the case of a service outage, no service, your phone will connect to whatever is the nearest network is, regardless of your carrier, in order to complete a 911 emergency call. So you have AT&T.
Right.
If, let's say you go to Reedy and you don't have AT&T service, but you call 911, and let's say there's a Verizon tower right there, it will switch over to the Verizon tower just to make the 911 call.
Okay, so you have to have some sort of service.
But there has to be a tower nearby.
Right. You just can't be like out of service. I got you.
Well, your phone can be out of service with your carrier, but as long as there is a tower nearby, it will connect to that tower.
I just meant like if you're out in the wilderness, like, I don't know, Cranberry Glade or... Where's the telescope at? Greenbank. Greenbank somewhere.
Well, it will not work in Greenbank because, they jammed the signals.
Right, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Okay. Interesting. All right.
Yeah, because I'd always heard that it would connect to the tower regardless of who your carrier is, and I'm going, is there any truth to that? But apparently there is. So we got 2 tips rolled into one.
I like it. That's always good stuff, Joe. That's what I like about these tips of the week. handy stuff to know. I'm going to go back and tell my kids that, hey, if there's ever an emergency, text 911 as well. Which they probably already know. That kids know all kind of stuff.
And if they don't respond, then call 911 or you know, get out of the situation as best you can.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah.
Jeez. Anyway. We were talking about how nothing but the bad news on the news and papers, on the internet. We need some good news, Joe. That's what I like about this show. It's not good news for the most part.
We try.
Yeah. But, yeah. Anyway. Okay. There you go. We were on 2 soapboxes this morning. 3 stories, Amazon, TikTok, and Twitter. And then tip of the week. I think that's valuable. Go over it again just quickly.
If you're in a situation that you deem unsafe but you don't feel comfortable calling 911, you can try texting 911 in those emergency situations.
That's fantastic. I'm still blown away. I mean, how long have we had cell phones that have texting ability? Like 1989? No, 1990s?
Yeah.
Like pre-2000, right?
Yeah. I think just on the cusp.
So like 98, 99.
Yeah.
So we're like 20-some years now and just now figured out to text 911.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's okay. TikTok figured out how you can play a video game while watching a video game.
Exactly.
And now we're just now sorting out how to text 911.
Yeah.
Okay, priorities, people. Priorities. All right, anything else you need to add?
That pretty much covers it.
All right, well, if anybody has any questions about Amazon, TikTok, Twitter, or texting, if you can't figure out how to text 911, and you need a tutelage on that, Joe is your guy. But you guys do a lot for the community and a lot of computer work, cell phone work, and security camera work.
Yeah,
seems like lately, right?
Yeah, we've been slammed by that, and I'm thankful for it. I'm not complaining at all.
Yeah. But
home security is a big thing.
Yeah, it's so easy anymore.
Yeah.
All right, what brand do you seem to be using the most, you think?
We go back and forth, but we're actually authorized dealers for Alibi, which is more of a commercial grade home security solution, and then Lorex, which is more of a residential grade security solution.
Right.
With the Lorex solutions, we can do what we call 100% wire-free setups.
Oh wow!
Where you can have your cameras and not have to have a string of wire throughout your house.
I did the Wise cams.
Yes.
And I really like those.
Yeah, the Wise cams. Don't get me wrong, I love the Wise cams, but we live in rural West Virginia, where internet is a luxury. So with the Lorex systems that we sell, they have the DVR inside the house, so they still record regardless if you have internet or not.
Yeah,
that's a big sell point for people.
Yeah, and that's the big downfall of Wise. You have to subscribe to their plan to get recorded. Now, it'll do shots of whatever, pictures, and you get 12 seconds of video in some cases. But yeah, you have to do the subscription service to get more.
Plus, you're required to have internet.
Yeah, and you have to have internet. I do like them, though.
Oh, yeah, don't get me wrong. I love Wise, and if Wise said, hey, would you want to be an authorized dealer or installer for our products, I would sign on the dotted line. But, again,
I'm waiting for us to send something for us to review.
Yeah, I'm still waiting on that as well.
I'm concerned.
Wise, here's our weekly wish. Please
send something.
And trust me, at this point, there's not many products that you'd have to send.
I know. I agree. You send anything.
Yeah. Well, we'll just send you the very short list of things that we don't already have. The truck, the vacuum,
truck,
the vacuum, the robot vacuum, and the latest version of the lock, because I already had the first generation of the lock.
And the Bluetooth play phone.
That was Little Tykes.
You know what I'm saying.
Oh yeah.
Anyway. All right, well, if anybody needs to get a hold of you, Joe, for any other technology needs, and remember, I will plug this, shop local, people. We're not BP and Exxon and the other big oil and gas companies that made $60 billion this past quarter and bought back shares of their business.
Yeah.
So we need to shop local.
You can give us a call at our office at 304-927-3588. Check out our website at amdigitaltech.com and follow us on social media. We're on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter and Instagram at AM Digital Tech for all that. And be sure to subscribe to the podcast, Help Desk with Joe and Dave. And all of our episodes are hosted by Anchor.fm.
Nice. All right. Well, remember, folks, shop local. Take care of our local people here that are doing businesses that keep our community rolling right along, especially technology-wise, because, Joe, you and Cena keep everything behind the scenes at Patch going. I didn't actually need you to do computer work today, I don't think. I didn't. Did anybody else?
Denise didn't say anything.
Okay, so you might get out of here today without working on anything.
I'm going to sneak out.
You better. 'Cause usually it's, Joe, while you're here, take a look at this. But it keeps all our stuff going behind the scenes here at our Patch endeavor. And the Patch Studio, as always, bringing you our podcasts and shows and so forth. So A&M Digital Technologies, here local for everybody. And we'll be back next week with more. Hopefully Justin will make a return to the show.
I'm sure he will.
Scoundrel. I thought he would be in here by now, but he's not. So we did this whole show without him, show 112 minus Justin.
Yes. And look,
I wonder if he's like, man, I can't believe I missed it, or if he's like, good, I don't have to chaperone those two clowns.
I'm going to go with the latter.
I get a week off.
Yeah.
Maybe that was his plan. Like, hey, guys, I'm busy. I'll be in there, but don't you worry. And he's like, nope, I'm not going.
Yeah. Yeah, he kicked on the stream and heard it about 30 seconds. I was like, you know what? I'm not up for that today.
Yeah, I need a break, guys.
Yeah.
It's summer.
Once a week is too much of you guys.
Yeah. We've done 100 and some shows. I just need one off.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, what the? We need one of those cardboard cutouts of Justin to just put it in.
Yeah.
Justin's still here. It's all good.
Yeah.
We're being chaperoned, Cena. Don't worry.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we will be back next week with more technology news and tips and updates from Joe. So make sure you join us. For myself and Joe, 112 in the books.